You know, in jazz, the history changes every 10 to 15 to 20 years. And yet every generation looks at it differently and changes the way they perceive it.
60 years I've been going to the Deerhead Inn. I started going there when I was 20 to hear John Coates. John came to the Deerhead 1955, like he was 16. He started playing and all the musicians in the area heard about John, and for years most of them sat in. At one point, for a little while, they had Dixieland, like on Thursday nights. Bob Laird, because he liked John so much, wanted to keep it a jazz club, and then that's how it became known as a jazz club.
Many a cat has played the blues and gone. Some of them kept on blowing.
So when Bob Newman first hired me, he said, after we played the show, we're going to the Deerhead Inn. And I said, where? Back in the Gap. He said, up in Pennsylvania. He said, it's only a couple of hours away. He said, in the Poconos. I said, the Poconos? What's that? And he said, well, it's like the Catskills.
With a moan.
I came back to New York and he said, well, you got to come and visit me in Pennsylvania. And I was like, so where is that? I mean, like Philly? He said, no. Going out to the bar, there's a piano player. When I first started coming here, there was no house drummer.
It was a piano playhouse.
Yeah, it was a piano playhouse, but as drummers, I used to sit out here with my drummer friends, and including like Keith Jarret. You know, I'm living out here, and there's a place to go. People started gathering here. I think Phil Wood's moving here was a big thing for everybody.
Well, I came up here. I lived in France for 5 years, and I moved to California. But I knew about the Deerhead Inn because when I lived in New Hope, I used to come out and play. Bob Blair hired me a couple of times. But anyway, they'd bring in singles to play with the rhythm section. I did quite a few gigs. And I used to do gigs at Mount Airy Lodge.
Yeah.
And then after the gig, we'd all go to the Deerhead.
We'd go to the Deerhead.
It's always ended up at the Deerhead. The Deerhead has been the center of our little existence for many, many, many years.
It used to start happening at 11 o'clock. I came up in 70, the summer of 70, because my trombone teacher at the time, Wayne Andre, bought a house right around the corner from here. So I was studying with him. He said, "Would you come up and take care of my house when I can't be there?" And most eye-opening things in the world. Play with Al Cohen and Phil. The name of the Deerhead Inn is known all over. Well, it got a lot of notoriety when Keith Jarret recorded the album.
That's right.
Of the Deerhead.
Well, Well, the Deer Head, it's convenient anyway from New York. It's only an hour plus. And the Deer Head is, it's a good place to work out what you're about to do for a tour. The ambience is great, the people are great, and the audience developed. I mean, they come and they listen. They refurbish it, they got the rooms together, the food raised to another level. They have the brunch thing, they have the jam session. They've had a lot of mentors, Doney, for Woods, for Markowitz, Goodwin. I mean, that's what this area represents. It has a real tradition of all the guys passing on the knowledge.